Hi everyone, I'm Muskan, a data analyst at Creative Script. I have been working in data analysis for over a year now. Today I'll walk you through my web server analysis project using Python. So the I have the dataset, the Calgary HTTP data containing nearly 7,27,000 HTTP requests. The data spans from 1994 to 1995 from the University of Calgary web server. My goal was to extract meaning insights about the web traffic patterns and user behavior. First, let me show you how I loaded the raw log files. The data was in Apache Common log format, and here's what a typical entry looks like, right? I built a custom parser using a simple string operations instead of regex. I successfully processed over 24,000 entries with a 99.7% success rate. Each passed entry contains host, timestamps, HTTP method, resources, status code, and the bytes. Now let me walk you through the analysis questions that are solved. So here, where in the question first, where it asks for the total count of the log record. Simple solutions. Just return the length of our past entries, giving us the 7,24,863 total records. And here we want unique host counts. So I use a set to collect unique host values, where we it's showing us that we have two unique hosts accessing the server. Here we analyzes the unique file names per date. I group entries by date and collect unique resources and sets to show the daily content diversity patterns. And here we count the 404 errors by looping through the entries, checking for the status code 404. This helps identify the broken links and the missing content. Find the Here we have to find the top 15 file names that causing the 404 errors, right? So I count 404 occurrences per file name, then sort by the frequency to pinpoint which missing file users are trying to access the most. And here we analyzes the file extensions causing 404 errors by extracting the extensions from the file names and counting the 404 per extensions type. And here we calculate the total bandwidth per day for the July 1995 by summing up the bytes transferred for each date, showing the daily server load and the traffic volume. Here we analyzes the hourly request patterns by counting the request for each hour from 0 to 23, revealing the peak uses of usage time. Here we find the top 10 most popular files by counting all the requests per file regardless of the status code. And lastly we analyzes the HTTP response code distribution by counting the occurrences of each status code, giving an overall pictures of the server health and the request success rate. So my solution uses clean, efficient Python with the basic data structure, dictionaries for the counting, sets for the uniqueness, and simple loops for the processing. No complex libraries needed, just fundamental Python operations that are readable and maintainable. This project demonstrates the practical data analysis skills for real world and the web analytics. It shows how Python can transform raw log data into the actionable business insights. Thanks for watching.